Hey everyone, this is the Queen of Charisma, Big Juicy, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
This is DeMarcio James, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Majestic One, Mystii Marks, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, bringing you the latest exclusive breaking news, previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, and everything in between every Saturday, and interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, James J., with Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, who's not here tonight. But it is still a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with the Majestic One, Mystii Marks.
The crowd goes wild.
I wish I had some crowd noises right now.
Well, how you doing there? It's good to be on.
It's great to have you. Thank you so much for coming on. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good today. You know, the time change messed me up, but I'm okay.
Yeah, I think it messed everybody up. It should not be a thing anymore, honestly.
I totally agree. Once it goes away, I think a lot of us will be a lot happier.
Yes, 100%. But your fans are a lot happier when you're in the ring. When is that coming up next for you?
So let's look at my planner here. So my next time in the ring would be March 25th at Castroville Chaos in Castroville, Texas, in San Antonio. Well, outside of San Antonio, and I'll be going against Mia Friday. So if you guys can make that show, come on out on the 25th, and then at TSW April Fool's Day, Unfoolish Business, I will be outside of Dallas wrestling for TSW, and I was there to get all your exclusive on me in person.
All right. This is in your first time wrestling Mia Friday, correct?
This is my first time, correct?
Yeah. All right. And where can we find you on social media?
So you can find me at Mystii Marks, Mystii, because I am twice as better than you. Marks at any social media platform. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
All right. And of course, those links will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox.
Yay.
Could we? And where could we find merchandise?
I don't have any merch yet, but if you can come out to a local show that I'm currently at, you can definitely get some 8x10s or some 5x7s.
All right. Now, and if you see Mystii, get an 8x10, obviously.
Yeah, get one. Get 3 of them if you want.
Now,
and an autograph, of course. And an autograph.
Of course. Now, you work for Dogg Pound Championship Wrestling. Can you tell us about your relationship with that company?
Oh, man. So I started with them last summer. I moved to San Antonio to get that extra experience in and get some more training with different coaches. And our relationship has been amazing. They really treat you like family, and they're willing to work with anybody, no matter what's going on with you personally, physically, mentally. They will welcome you in with open arms. I just love it at the Dogg Pound.
And that wasn't where you initially started training.
I initially started at Reality of Wrestling with Booker T in Texas.
Okay.
In Texas City.
All right. That's pretty impressive, going from Booker T to Jazz. Like, you're getting like the full, experience with all this incredible knowledge, no?
Yeah. Like, it's important as a wrestler to get all kinds of experience in different minds and from different of these legends that are out there. So if I got the opportunity, I'm going to jump on it. And I did have the opportunity to work with both, which is amazing right now for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it kind of shows as well how much experience you're getting because you recently competed for Vixen Wrestling Revolution in a three-way match to crown the first ever Genesis champion. Being in your first year of wrestling, what does that mean to you?
Man, it was a great opportunity for me. I think I really showed that, I can hold my own, even though I haven't not had much in-ring experience. I think I showed I can carry, I can potentially carry the title one day. You never know. I might come back and go after Reshe for that title, but it means a lot. It means a lot to me for them to say, "Hey, we want to put you in this match." It just shows that I'm getting the experience I'm supposed to, and I'm moving up in the ladder, and I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, and I mean, she didn't even get the title that night. So who really won that match?
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing, but maybe I did win under the table. No, I'm just joking. But I mean, when she does get it, I'm pretty sure she's gonna have all those emotions as I did when I found out I was gonna be in the title match. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that a singles match is on your radar.
Of course, I want to get a title. If I can get a title under my belt within my first year of being in ring, I think that would be freaking mind blowing. I'm looking forward to that day.
Is that the goal right now?
That is the goal. My goal is to get some championships. Yes, sir.
All right. Now you recently tagged with Christi Jaynes to go against Madi Wrenkowski and Black Widow.
Yeah,
You know, not some pretty heavy hitters in the indie scene in that match. What can you
absolutely.
tell us about that match?
It was it was an honor for me to be in that ring with those heavy hitters, and just for to come out and get that win, and just these are some amazing women. Let me just say that. And to just be in the ring with them was a complete honor. We put our bodies on the line just like the guys do. So to be in there with them, it was just really good. It taught me a lot because I think, yeah, that was my first tag match. And to be in there with Christi Jaynes and Maddie and Black Widow was just, it was really fun. And I really enjoyed the match. And I'm just happy that I got my first win at Dogg Pound. It was really good.
Right, and that was in your first match against Maddie. You had a singles match as well.
Yes, correct. We had our battle.
Is there a little rivalry brewing here?
It is. I'm excited to see what me and Maddie can come up with in the future. Maybe we'll have another match at Dog Pound, maybe another promotion. We'll see.
Okay, we're looking forward to seeing what happens there. Now, you started out as a referee. Um, what did you learn as the third person in the ring that helped you being a wrestler later on?
It helped me learn placing as far as like where to be at in the ring, what looks good on camera, what to face, how to kind of control yourself and slow down, when you're in the ring, because everything goes so quickly in your mind, but at the same time on the outside, everybody's like, girl, you're going so fast. So it helped me to establish that placing, and then also helped me to establish how a match is put together and how it's worked. So that was a really tough time for me, but I also had a lot of fun doing those matches, especially the title matches that I had the opportunity to call.
Hmm. Any odd odd encounters during matches as a referee that you kind of had to work on the fly with?
Ooh, there was one match I had to referee that worked on the fly. It was something I just had to call. The match was kind of going a little bit too long, and they were, and I had to go ahead and call it right then and there and say, "Hey, you're done." Which was the first time I ever did that. So my mind was just in a shock. Yeah.
Was whoever was in the match, how did they take that?
Oh, it wasn't nice at first, but after everyone emotions calm down, whatever, they realized I made the right call. So If not, it is what it is. It's in the past now. Hopefully, I'll be able to work in the future with those guys, and they'll be able to give me another chance as a referee.
Oh, so you're still doing referee work even though you're a wrestler now?
Every now and then, if I'm called to referee, I would definitely go ahead and take it, but not as much. I'm mostly getting booked to wrestle.
Okay, and that's the obviously that's the goal, right?
That is the goal. The goal is to wrestle, but sometimes when you're not booked and someone wants to use as a referee, I see it as a great opportunity to still get some reps in and get your face out there too. So
Does now being in the ring as a wrestler changes your perspective as a referee going back to that in any
no,
way?
no, I still I still believe refereeing is very much so a very important role that is played in wrestling, and I very much so respect any referee that's in there because it's to me it's honestly hard to referee. It's freaking hard. So for me, I can do both. If I can referee and wrestle, that just makes me one in a million.
Alright. And have you heard, obviously being the third person in the ring, there's some hazards that come with that. Were there any close calls or misfired shots that kind of caught you as a referee?
No, thank goodness. No, I haven't. No, I haven't had any of that.
All right. Now, you competed against Erica Torres in a match for Mission Pro Wrestling.
Correct.
Obviously Mission Pro being one of the bigger promotions in Texas right now.
Correct.
How did that come about, and what was that experience like?
So, the booking team reached out to me at the time. I was working at the door for Mission. I have been working at the door since their second show, just to, just help out a woman's promotion. It was a really big thing for me. I thought it was amazing. So I started at the door working out. At the time, I was still training. Um, I think when I came down to Dog Pound, Thunder was there. She kind of seen what I could do in the ring, and they reached out to me and say, "Hey, we want you to wrestle in Oklahoma." And I was like, "Oh my God, that's a great opportunity, of course." So the funny thing is, I met Erica when I refereed my first match in January of last year,
Hmm.
and I met her, and I remember talking to her. I remember walking up to her and she had a first match with Charity Kane, and I was remember talking to her, and I said, "Hey, I want you to give me my first match." She was like, "Okay, whenever you're ready, come on, I'll give it to you." And then what do you know? Almost 4 months later, I spoke into existence, and I was in the ring with her. So it was a great experience to be in the ring with her. She's a great competitor.
Kind of a full circle moment right there, right?
It was. I remember when I saw her, I was like, "Erica, we're gonna have a match." She was like, I was like, "Remember I was talking to you about it?" She was like, "Yeah, I remember." So this goes to show like your words are powerful. So yeah, it was really amazing.
And yeah, the match you spoke the match into existence, but Elka kind of took matters into her own hands in that match, putting it a nice way.
Yeah, she put a little voodoo on me, and that was it. But I hope to have another match with her soon. I gotta redeem myself. I gotta let her know that voodoo didn't work, and I'm still out here wrestling.
I mean, you could always call up Papa Sango, get some powder of yourself, and you know,
I can. That's so true.
it seems like there's a lot of unsettled scores that you kind of need to settle going forward. No?
Absolutely, absolutely. Every woman that I've stepped in the ring with that got the win over me, best believe I will be back.
Yeah, and going to Mission Pro, Vixen Pro Wrestling, Vixen Wrestling Revolution, Dog Pound. You're doing a lot in a short amount of time, only being what 7, 8 months into your career.
Correct. Yeah.
What was your mindset being so early on in your career and doing so much?
My mindset was go get it. Like I was in a place at first where I was in a new city and it was just me and my dog and all I had was wrestling. So, I kind of got into this state of like, you moved down here for this. You need to go to training. You need to do what you need to do to get in the ring. So I put everything beside me, and because I kept thinking about my family and wanting to be at home in Houston, and I just said, you know what? They all right. They don't need you. They know you out here trying to live your dreams. Live your dreams. And so from there on, I just hit the ground running, going to the gym, watching what I eat, getting in the ring, making sure I have that cardio that I need, getting knowledge from these two amazing coaches, Jazz and Rodney Mack, and I just kept pushing, and that's what I continue to do.
All right. And you even have a trading card minted after you, know?
I do. I do.
What's that like? Having essentially a baseball card for Mystii Marks.
It was one of those things that just came out of nowhere. They reached out to me. They say, "Hey, we want to do this for you," and I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Wow, sure." So signed on the dotted line, and now I have this card out of me. It's pretty cool.
Do you have the card like framed in your house now?
I have not gotten it yet. I'm actually waiting for it to come in the mail. I literally just signed the paperwork maybe like last month. So I haven't received it yet. Hopefully I'll get it soon.
Okay, so they're still printing it.
Yeah, they still working on it.
Now, correct me if I am wrong here. You dressed up for a match as Shigo from Kim Possible.
It wasn't a match. It was a Halloween costume. It was Halloween. It was Halloween night, I believe, when Dogg Pound had a show. So yes, I dressed up as Shigo.
Can you tell us about that? About the selection of Shigo.
So I really didn't know what I wanted to be for Halloween, but I knew I wanted to bring some kind of fun to who Mystii Marks is, outside of wrestling. So I was like, man, I really want to dress up. Let me find a costume. So uh found this costume and I was like, Shigo, that's perfect. Like I can be Shigo. And I just remember the funny thing is, before I found the costume, maybe like 2 months before that, I was watching Kim Possible on Disney Plus. So I was like, okay, she gonna work because I know all the stuff she's been doing. So I put the costume on and I walked in, and literally mostly everybody that was there did not know it was me. They did. They had no idea. Like I was hugging people. I was saying, hey, shaking people's hand. And they was like, Mystii, I did not know that was you. And I was like, really? It's like, because we don't see your locks. You got your wig on. You actually look like Shigo. And I was like, okay. I was like, I appreciate that. But yeah, like literally all my family and friends did not know it was me. So that was something that I thought was really fun because nobody knew that was me. I thought it was fun.
That's interesting. Are you? You just said you watched Kim Possible. Are you a big fan now?
No, I've been a fan since I was a kid.
Okay.
But to go back and watch it in order, that's something else. Because you know how you come home from school, you put your backpack down. First thing you do, turn on TV, Disney Channel. What else? Or Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. Like those are the three. But most of the time for me, I was watching that or Scooby Doo.
Well, back Scooby Doo for a second. let's stay on Kim Possible for now.
Okay.
Well, what's your favorite Kim Possible episode or moment or?
My favorite one so far has been when Shigo and Kim Possible switched. They switched and they was each other.
Yes.
And I thought that was really cool. It reminded me of like Freaky Friday, the movie. So I was like, that's cool. They can kind of see each other lives.
And my personal favorite is the brainwashing shampoo.
That was a good one too.
Yes.
That was a good episode. Yeah.
But there's a lot of good episodes of Kim Possible.
It really is. It really is a lot of good episodes. Like, oh, I like the one when Draken was just being all crazy and kept yelling at. I think he kept yelling. He yelled at Shigo like 6 times in that episode. Shigo was just done with him. I can't remember which one it was, but Shigo was just done with him.
Oh, absolutely. And it's interesting that Shigo is kind of making a comeback because we had another guest on that actually competed as Shigo in a match, and she made her tag
What?
team partner dress up as Kim Possible. She didn't have a say in it; she had to be Kim Possible.
That is pretty cool. Yes, I love it. That's cool.
So what are your the name of that wrestler is Izzy Shaw. Do you think that we might have a Mystii Marks Izzy Shaw battle of the Shigo match?
Ooh, I mean, we could. I'm willing to wrestle any woman in the indie scene. So yeah, we could. We can go toe to toe.
Well, you might have to take a trip down to Australia to get that match. But
That's far ways, but we'll see. It might come. You never know. Anything is possible in wrestling for sure.
all right, now you mentioned it, and I want to touch on it. Scooby Doo.
Okay.
But
What's your
what's your favorite Scooby Doo? Let's say rendition, because there's been so many versions of it as of now. Like there's the original, what's new, who's that?
Yeah,
So,
it's so many.
hmm?
Yeah, I said, yeah, you're right. It's so many.
Yeah. So what Scooby Doo is your favorite? Which one are you putting on Netflix? Let's say.
My favorite one I think, well, let me break it. My favorite theme song is the pup named Scooby Doo. That is my favorite theme song. Now, the favorite Scooby Doo I was like is the original, What's New Scooby Doo?
Okay. I don't think a pup's named Scooby Doo gets enough credit as it does. That was
It doesn't. It gets put to the back burner, yeah.
yeah, but that was a really fun one, and one I actually have on DVD because you just can't find it out there.
I have the whole original series. One of my ex-lovers bought me the whole original series, so I have it on DVD.
Wow.
Yes, I remember one night I just popped in. I was just watching Scooby Doo all night. Yeah, I love him so much.
So you're very committed to Scooby Doo.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am committed. He is my favorite of all time character.
You have like the collectibles and all those things.
I actually have a whole wall of mini collectibles. I have the bubble machine that came out. I have the blanket that came out when the new movie came out. Frisbees, wall clocks. I have a lot.
What's maybe your most cherished item?
It's I have a tile, a tile that came out when I was like in middle school, and it's a little tile set, the big one and the little. I've had that since I was in middle school. That's my most cherished one. My cousin gave it to me for my birthday, so I keep that one very near to me.
Okay. All right. Now you're Misty with two eyes, and
Yes.
could you tell us how that came to be and who was a part of that creative process?
So, I was before I decided to go on this journey as a wrestler. Um, I was in this. I'm in this wrestling group with some friends that I kind of just stumbled upon, and they was like, "Hey, I got this group going for wrestling fans. Blah blah. You should come in the group." I was like, "Okay." So they invited me in the group, and I was telling them, I was like, "Hey, y'all, I think I want to wrestle." It was like, "What? That's cool." Da 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 da. And I was like, "I need a name. I need a name. I need to come up with a name, and I want my name to start with an M." And they was like, "Why?" I was like, "That's just something I want to do. Like, roll with it." So, so I was trying to find a name that was not like a popular name that I can make myself. So, I came up with Mystii, and when I came up with Mystii, I was like, okay. I Googled Mystii. I spelled it all kinds of ways. Nothing came up. I was like, okay, perfect. I had a name that's not Googleable, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And And so I was like, okay, cool. Misty's my first name. Now, how can I come up with this last name? Like, I don't know. Like, give me something. So my friends were throwing out stuff, and I was kind of like playing with it a little bit, trying to see what it sounds like on mic, you know. And then Marks just came about, and I was like, I like Marks. I like the wordplay on Marks. I like how it works with Mystii. Cool. So when I first made my page, I spelled it the regular way, Mystii. And I felt like it wasn't me. Like I'm more than just Mystii. To me, it just sounds plain. So I was like, how can I spice up this name? How can I make it different? So I was like, ooh, I play more than one role in the wrestling world. Like I am a wrestler, I am a manager, I am a referee. So then I came up with the two I's at the end of my name just to say I'm twice as better than you because I know more. And that's how that all came about.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's why we have a podcast, is for stories like that.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into that. I really did. And I know people be like, why she got two eyes? It's because I'm twice as better than you.
No, I honestly I feel that it's perfect. I mean, like you said, um, I don't think a lot of pro wrestlers, when they come into it, realize how important the name is. Because when and as somebody that Googles wrestlers often for my job,
Hmm.
you have to have a Googleable name for
Right,
people to find you.
right.
And I have to say, you're the only Mystii Marks on Google today.
And I accomplished what I set out to do. I accomplished. That was my goal.
No, absolutely. And you said that you're also a manager, but I haven't seen you actually managing anybody during my research.
No, you're correct. The reason why I say I'm a manager because when I actually started when I went to Booker T's wrestling school, he had a seminar, and I was like, oh, I want to be a manager. Like that's what I want to do. And so when I asked Booker T, I was like, hey, how do you become a manager? He was like, you have to learn how to wrestle first. And I was like, what? And then I had to wrestle. So I got into the wrestling part before I knew I was going to be this wrestler. I wanted to be a manager coming in originally.
Hmm. So basically, the wrestling aspect kind of fell into your lap because, if I'm learning how to wrestle, might as well just be the wrestler, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So, could be is managing still on your radar, or is that kind of to the wayside now? That you're an active competitor yourself.
I'm 50-50. Like, I know there are some male groups out there that is like, oh, Mystii, you should manage me. Like your verbiage, the way you talk, it'll be really good with our group. And I'm like, that might be good for me. Let me think about it. So, it's on my radar. I'm not dabbling in it too much. I'm focusing on the wrestling part as of right now.
Okay. And if you do ever decide to go into that managerial position, get your manager's license, who do you have on your radar that you'd like to, acquire their contracts?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, hmm. I honestly haven't really thought about it. I just knew like, oh, I want to be a manager, but I didn't think, oh, I want to manage you. I want to manage you. Um, oh no, at one point, let me take that back. At one point, I wanted to manage Promise Braxton.
Hmm.
Uh, be a part. I wouldn't say manage her, but be a part of her her faction. Just stand next to her and just talk trash to everybody. Everybody. So yeah, that was on my radar at one point. Yeah, Promise Braxton.
So basically, be a manager.
Basically. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
Now,
Yeah.
you are prominently in the women's division. Is intergender wrestling on your radar, or are you just kind of sticking to the females for right now?
I just want to stick with the women.
Could you maybe elaborate on why you're sticking with that decision for right now?
I just feel like there are a lot of male wrestlers out there, and there's not enough woman on woman wrestling. So I feel like intergender wrestling, just me one on one with another guy, I don't see the purpose in that. That's just me personally. I've had inter I have I've had intergender tag match, which was a lot of fun, but I don't see the point with the one on one matches. I want to stick with the women. I think I'll learn a lot more from the women in the ring than I would from a guy in that aspect.
Okay, I respect that. Now it's once again time for that segment, Kaliko's Colossal Question, not featuring Kaliko. Um, they've decided to make a movie about you, and every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first three songs on the Mystii Marks movie soundtrack of your wrestling career up to this point?
Ooh. Um. Ooh, that's a great question. Okay, let me think about that. Hmm. First song popped into my head just now was "Who Run the World, Girls" by Beyonce.
Okay.
Um. Dang, that's a really good. Jesus. Okay. That is a brain teaser for real. So many is popping in my head.
We like to
There's
keep it
this
crusty.
keeping me on my toes. That's for sure.
Keeping you on your
Um,
toes. That's what we do here.
um, there's a J. Cole song. I do not know the lyrics. I mean, the name of the song. How did that song go? What is the name of that song? Hmm.
We could go to another question while you're Googling and looking through your playlist if you'd
Yeah,
like.
help me out. Let's move on. That was a really good question. I've never thought about that. Okay, I'm ready.
We'll come back to it.
Yeah, I'll have the other two songs.
Okay. Right now we're at Beyonce Who Runs the World.
That's all we got.
Yeah, we got one. Okay. Now onto a controversial subject.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
Ew, ew. Why? Take that off. No, absolutely not.
So you're the very no pineapple.
Absolutely not. Don't you dare.
It doesn't belong on there, right?
It don't. I don't see what people. I don't know who made that up and who did it, but they should never did that. They should never did that.
Well, I guess it's done now.
It is, but I could never.
All right. What's your
Mm-mm.
spirit Pokemon?
Ooh, my spirit Pokemon, Charmander.
All right. Well,
Charmander.
always gotta respect the OGs, no?
Yes, always give him their props. He's so sweet, but if you make him mad, he go. Charizard. Come on now.
Don't forget Charmeleon. Charmeleon is pretty mean himself.
He is, but ain't he cute?
He is, isn't he?
He's just
It's
so
kind of like
cute.
Charmander is the child, and then the Charmeleon is the moody teenager, and then Charmander is the full grown one.
Yes, that's exactly. That's exactly told correctly. That's perfect.
Weirdest question you'll ever be asked on a pro wrestling
Oh,
podcast.
here come the weirdos. Let's go.
Would you ever consider wrestling a rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual rock.
Hmm. I'll probably consider it. I'll consider it. Yes, I'll consider it. Yes.
All right. And just for context, there's this wrestler named Psycho Mike that wrestled in actual rap for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. An Iron
What?
Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
What?
Yep.
Okay, then I take it back. I will not consider. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I don't want it.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a Tungsten Man match. You wouldn't be out there for 2 weeks.
Oh, Lord, that sounds exhausting.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Mike didn't win.
Yeah, see, that's the bad part.
Yeah. There's a reason The Rock is the world champion. So, is the world champion.
Yeah, facts.
All right. And on the show, we love the late great Tracy Smothers. Do you know the acronym for Doug? THUG.
I do not. I didn't know that was an acronym for thug.
Yes. T is for terrible. H is for hell. U is for ugly. And G is for jail. 'Cause a Doug can't spell.
That sucks. I don't like that acronym.
Oh, but we love Tracy Smothers. One of the all-time legends that doesn't necessarily get his flowers in the business.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um, all right. You had a little bit of time to think about the colossal question. Have you come up with the other two songs, or continue?
I did.
Okay.
So the other song would be Nobody's Perfect by J. Cole.
Okay. That's two.
Yeah, that's two. And then my last song, I think, dang it. It's called I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck. Okay, I'll go Mario Braid My Hair.
All right. Those are your three songs. Do
Those
you
are my
lock
three.
it in?
I do not lock it in, but I'm gonna press the button anyway.
All right, fair enough. We've had many guests before this contact me later on and tell me, "Hey, I'd like to swap out this song," or "This song, I'd like to put this song after this one," or so. I mean, after the interview, if you think of anything else, feel free to message me, and I will update the video and the description and on all social medias that what Mystii Marks dream songs are. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah, I might change it. We'll see.
All right, it is once again time for that segment. Mystii Marks Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the road, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a story that fits that description?
A bizarre and crazy story. Hmm.
Weird, crazy, bizarre, fun.
Hmm. I don't know. Nothing weird has happened to me. Like I feel like my life is sort of normal, kind of. Let's see. Ooh, that could be a good story. Okay, so one time, me and some friends, we went to Mexico, and there was this weird thing kept happening. So every time, well, I guess it wasn't weird, it was more like fun. So we lived on, well, our Airbnb was like on the third floor. So when we got there, we have all our luggage and everything. We're pressing the elevator doesn't work. So we had to climb up like 5 flights of stairs to get to our Airbnb. And so finally when we were like our last day there, the elevator worked. So every
Wow.
time we got on the elevator, we would like do a dance. Like somebody would play music and we would all just be dancing on the elevator. And that was like the best time. And that actually happened this year. Oh, it was so much fun. the last day. We just got on the elevator, like, hey, y'all, we on the elevator. All right, who got the music? We'll play the music and we'll just dance all the way to the bottom floor.
That's crazy. What did they have it fixed, or did it just decide to work?
I don't know what happened. I think I know when we got there, it was like, yeah, we got the elevator, blah blah blah. We was like, okay, we pressing the button and it's not working. And then this guy came out of nowhere and said, oh yeah, it doesn't work. I'll carry y'all stuff up. We was like, huh? He came out of nowhere. It was like, well, we gonna give you our luggage. No, that don't sound right. And then on the last day, one of us, hey man, let's just try to clicked on the elevator, it worked. We was like, hell yeah. So because it was a lot, like it was a lot of luggage. It was 5 of us. So yeah, you can imagine 5 girls in Mexico. You can imagine how heavy those suitcases were.
He probably threw out his back that day.
I know he was tired. That man was sweating bullets.
You ever see The Big Bang Theory, and literally there's an elevator that hadn't worked for the whole duration of the series.
Oh my God, yes. I've seen every episode of Big Bang. So yes. Shaking my head. Yeah, that elevator never worked. I don't even know why I was why I was even in there. Like, that was ridiculous.
I guess it was just an aesthetic that had to have people know that there was an elevator there, but it never ever worked.
I think one episode it worked, but by the time they got there to use the elevator, it was broke again.
Yeah.
I would have been so upset. Oh man, yeah, I remember.
All right, and I'm more serious now. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. So 5 years, hopefully I would be known as a great wrestler in this business, you know, after having 6 years under my belt. I will hope to maybe find someone to spend my life with and you know, maybe travel the world more and just have fun, live life to the fullest.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
Now, What's a match that people should go out of their way to see that best shows off what Mystii Marks is all about?
Let me see my bestest match. Ooh, I would say my match with Jasmine Allure at Dogg Pound. It's on the TSW app, TSW Plus app. I think that was some of my best work. She's a great competitor. So yeah, go out your way and see that match. Even the match with Madi Wrenkowski, I was amazing. So those 2 matches, top of my list.
Right. Well, if you have the app, go see the Jasmine Allure match. I believe the match with Madi Wrenkowski is on YouTube.
Yes, I believe it is too. Yes.
So I will actually put that match in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox, and people could go check it out after they listen to this interview, if they haven't already.
Yes, please go subscribe TSW Plus or follow the Dogg Pound page. They put the links to all our matches there as well.
Well, there you go. All right. Since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready, Mystii?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. I ain't gonna be slow like with the three songs. Let's go.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Of all time, Jesus. Ooh. See, you already got me. Randy Orton. Randy Orton.
All right, there we go. Worst wrestler.
Worse? Ooh. Well, I mean, he really didn't wrestle. I don't even know his name. He used to run with, what is her name? Carmella. The dude that used to run with Carmella. I can't think of his name. Yes, him.
All right, I will take that answer. Your main event in WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Oh, easy. Bianca Belair.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Sweet. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is.
um. Oh. Oh, that's a hard one. Kayfabe is.
We were doing so well.
I know. Dang it.
Two right off the tongue.
Kevin Owens.
Kayfabe is Kevin Owens?
I don't know. I guess.
We
You
look-
threw me off. Oh Lord.
we would
Alicia
have,
Fox.
huh?
I don't know. Pick somebody.
We also would have accepted taste great on toast.
Well, that's what I'm changing my answer to. I changed my answer, y'all. Oh,
Squash, fruit or vegetable,
it's a vegetable.
is indeed a fruit.
Really?
It is indeed, yes.
It tastes like a vegetable to me. I'm just saying.
It's because it has seeds.
Oh, okay. Can't argue with that. So that means a cucumber is a fruit too?
No, no, you're putting me on the spot.
Look, I got you. They
You
got
got
them
me.
little seeds in there. I did.
Well, you may have gotten the question wrong, but you're a part of Squash Squad. You're in good graces with Coleco Yachts, and that means a hell of a lot more.
Yay! I'm okay. I'm happy with that now. Come on, what else you gonna give me?
New Japan Pro Wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My
Lord.
question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
Ooh, right. If you can get right up in the butt, like just go right up in it and show all the booty. That's the right ratio, right there. Just show all the booty.
Alright. And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have
Okay.
you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
Never.
And that is the correct answer.
I didn't know that was a correct answer to that.
Yes, it's the correct answer.
That is funny.
That will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me, Mystii.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
And once again, where can we find Mystii Marks on social media?
Like I said before, you can find me on all social media at Mystii Marks with an S and with 2 I's because I am twice as better than you.
Alright. And I mean you've been listening to her for almost an hour. Give her a damn follow. And if you see her in person, buy a damn 8x10.
Thank you. That's all I have. Thank you so much, James. Yes, buy it.
Yeah, and of course, all of those links will be in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox. So you don't have to type it in, you don't have to Google. Simply click the link, push the follow button, and you're good to go. And if you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment both on YouTube and Castbox. Of course, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next week for another incredible interview. You can also find the show on Twitter and Instagram at Wrestling with E for all your wrestling with entertainment needs. You can follow me on Twitter at JamesJ993. You can follow Coleco at I am Coleco. And you can follow Scooter at Scooter Dust, of course, on the Nobody Out Crazy Ophelia network on YouTube for the remix, the only live alternative commentary for WWE events, starting with WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2. Alright, Mystii, when I say wrestling wit, you say entertainment.
I'm ready.
Alright? For our very special guest, Mystii Marks, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with.
Entertainment! Ah!
Hey guys, this is Brutal Bob Evans from Hangs with Bob Seminars and TheWrestleLife.com, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.